Good evening. Happy Monday evening. Yeah, I just got back from Kenai. I went to Kenai for vacation and yeah, came back like 4 o'clock in the evening, took a nap, woke up, so we are here. Yeah. So, yeah, in Kenai, I did like three episodes worth of humanology extension in Facebook Live. That was interesting. So, well, the news says that President Trump lost and VP Biden won the presidential election. Okay, yeah, we conservatives are very bummed about that nowadays, but well, it is what it is, I guess, right? So we can kind of think about why President Trump lost, right? Do you have any theories why he lost the election? I mean, if you think he lost, because some people still insist. President Trump himself insists that it's not over yet, but I think it is. All right. Yeah, I think it is. So if you think President Trump lost the election, what do you think is the reason? Do you have any theories? Uh, I can think of several. Okay. Well, first of all, during the debate, both presidential and vice president debate, President Trump and VP Pence, they were very arrogant, and people don't like arrogant people. All right. So President Trump, VP Pence, they were very arrogant and very rude and very mean, and they didn't care about rules, time limits. So I didn't like it, and voters didn't like it, and I think that's one of the reasons that why they lost. Right. Well, President Trump, he was kind of entertaining actually, even though he broke the rules. He kept on interrupting. But when VP Pence went over the time limit, I I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. It felt like as if he became somebody else. Like from Mr. Mike Pence. I'm sorry. I said he used to be senator, right? I was wrong. He used to be governor of Indiana. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, he became someone very arrogant after 4 years of being vice president. Before that, he was a very humble guy, very nice guy. But yeah, he became somebody very arrogant. So that's the impression I got. But President Trump, he's President Trump. He's always been arrogant. So no surprise, no disappointment there. But because he's funny, so they kind of compensate for his arrogance. Uh, President Trump being funny. So, yeah, I did not dislike President Trump's debate with VP Biden. That was quite entertaining, actually. But most people did not like it. So, and yeah, yeah, there are many things, right? Yeah. So during my vacation, I drank with a lot of whiskey when I was doing this humanology extension in Facebook Live. So right now, I don't feel like drinking. Yeah. So we just do this episode dry, I guess. Yeah. Because when alcohol is too much alcohol is in my system, I kind of feel it, and I don't want to drink when alcohol is still in my system. It just feels horrible. So yeah. All right. So what else? Yeah, there's among conservatives there's this concern about what VP Biden will do during his 4 years. Uh, and people who didn't vote for VP Biden, I didn't. I voted for myself, by the way. Yeah, I wrote down my name. And anyway, but I did support President Trump's re-election campaign, though. Okay. I did make some donation to his campaign. Not too much, maybe $100, $20, something like that. Mhm. Total. Well, I donate to multiple different organizations who support, not multiple, maybe couple of organizations that support his election campaign. Okay. So, so um, yeah, we conservatives, some of us are concerned that what VP Biden will do, well, President Biden will do next year. He's president-elect now. What President Biden next year will do with his office. I mean, first of all, how long will he last? I mean, in his late 70s, right? President Trump is in his 70s too, but he seems to have more energy than and youth perhaps than VP Biden. Although President Trump is obese, and VP Biden is in good shape, but VP Biden is being in his late 70s, I think. He's very low energy, so will he be able to do the job physically? That's one concern. So to me and to many people, Mr. Biden being elected as president of the United States, it sounds like a joke because this guy he just doesn't seem to have enough energy to do any full-time job. And president of the United States, that's one of the most demanding job in the world. So will he be able to do it for 4 years? Many people doubt that. So it's kind of surprise and somewhat disappointing too that there's no better people than he to do most important job of America. So in a way, America is saying Mr. Biden is the best human being in America, the most powerful, the most capable person in America. That's why he got elected as the president of the United States this year. What does say about the rest of America? Don't we have better candidate than he? That's sad. Really sad. Is he the best that America has to offer? Well, first of all, he's too old. Okay, he doesn't have that much energy. So that's so many of us conservatives will have the same, and we don't know how long he will last in that job, in that capacity next year and on. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, he may quit after several months, maybe. Oh, you know what? I cannot handle this president's job anymore because it's just too physically demanding. He may quit after a couple of months. Who knows? Then who will become the president? Senator Kamala Harris? Hmm. That's kind of concerning because she is very attractive and she should be smart. Yeah, I like the way she handled VP Pence. She handled very well. Okay. Yeah, she is very good. She seems to be very good with the human relationship. She know how to handle those situations, right? Put a check on him, right? And that was impressive. And I like her performance in during the debate, vice president VP debate, right? So she isn't too bad. I don't think she's too bad. No, I kind of like her actually. Yeah, yeah. Of course, she is a female and she's African Americans. Well, she's Indian, half African American, so like Jamaican, I guess. But she's ethnic, right? So there's ethnic boost and being female boost, pro feminism boost, pro ethnicism boost. So she got benefit from being ethnic female. That's happening a lot nowadays in American politics. If you're LGBT, if you're ethnic, if you're female, then you get more chance of getting elected. in today's American environment, year 2020 November, right? Yeah. So, but she seemed to be decent. Okay, I kind of like her. Okay, I don't like her stance, her policy when it comes to climate change alarmism, and when it comes to mandatory mask wearing stuff. Yeah, I don't like that stuff, but there's some good news today, right? Pfizer developed a vaccine to coronavirus that's 90% of effective, and that's great. So that you don't have to wear a mask, for example. Get vaccine? No, I'm not going to get vaccine. I don't need it. Okay? In my opinion, the best vaccine is good healthy exercise, healthy food, healthy diet, regular exercise. That's the best vaccine there is. Like, and I do that stuff. So I don't need some needle injection kind of vaccine. No, I don't want it. What if they mandate it? Then I get it. No, I'm not going to go against the government if but that's not democracy. So most likely it's not going to happen. Mandatory masking. That's what President-elect Biden want to do. I don't think it's going to happen. So I'm not too worried about that. Why? Because there were too much objection. Because half of Americans are Republicans. Okay, so I don't think the future President Biden will be able to mandate mask wearing. I doubt it. He won't be able to because they'll be just you're too unpopular. Okay. All right. So that'll be my guess. All right. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. So there's some valid criticism about American democracy, like in it being ruled by money, like plutocracy, or it being ruled by old people, gerontocracy. Okay, so that's not exactly what democracy is supposed to be, but it actually has become what American democracy has become of gerontocracy and plutocracy, ruled by old people and ruled by money. Okay, that's how American democracy has become. All right. So why old people get elected? Like last year, 4 years ago and this year. It's because over decades they accumulate political capital. They know a lot of rich people, big donors, and important people. So they got help from their so many friends that they have accumulated friendship with for decades. So they have advantage there. People who are older. Okay. And people who are older, they tend to have more knowledge, experience, and more wisdom. So there's another advantage that they have, right? Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against older people. I'm old, I'm 42, but and also I have many friends who are in their 70s. Okay? Alright. I have nothing against them. So um what else? Money? Yeah, well, yeah, I heard from NPR that some I think it's some interviewee in NPR, maybe professor of some school, something. He made a good point. Okay, so he said, I don't think he was professor, maybe some think tank, some higher former official, some I don't know, some senior official. But yeah, so in terms of in politics, okay, he made very good point. Okay, yeah, rule by money. That's yeah, but the thing is that money is not from government or taxpayers. It came from donors. So people in America, well, Citizens United decision. That's what he cited to the MPI interview. Yeah, people can do whatever with their money. They want to donate money to political campaign, well, it's their money, so there is property right, private property right. That's Fifth Amendment. So by Constitution, yeah, people can do whatever with their money. So if they want to donate to campaign, it's their choice, their freedom, right? That's very good argument. And actually, that's the Citizen was United versus whatever that Supreme Court decision long time ago that he cited. Yes. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. So what did I do during the vacation? Yeah, I once saw there what about yeah, Facebook Live. There's humanology extension. Yeah, yeah. I don't do live Facebook unless I have a vacation or something. Okay, so why? Because it's more relaxing to do it here in the Google YouTube, so that it's not live. If it is live, there's a lot of pressure, right? So yeah, and I did go to Sandy Beach and Kenai, city of Kenai, twice. Both times, one time it was at night, another time it was kind of in the evening. The first time I went there, yeah, they had this beach and they're allowed driving there with probably with ATV, all-terrain vehicle, four-wheeler, right? With this four-wheel drive. So they says there's soft sand, so four-wheel drive only. Well, my car is not ATV, it's heavier. It's for the expedition. So I went there and I realized no, my car is will get stuck in here. So I quickly turned around and got out of there. Uh, and there was nobody around. Okay, it was just me. Kind of in the evening, and it was snowing too. Give me a second. This fruit fly. I think I got this fruit fly. No, maybe not. Huh. Maybe next time. Yeah. So. Uh, it was nice vacation, and yeah, yeah, had a very nice relaxation and long drive, like about 4 hours, 5 hours each way. And it gave me very great relaxation while I'm driving because some part of the road there's no radio. Okay, so it's just me and the nature. Not many cars. Very quiet, relaxing. Emptying my head, watching the nature, like mountains, trees. And I saw one weasel that's white. So I guess, yeah, they go by many different names like Ermine, Martin, right? Weasel, many different names, okay? And during the winter, I guess they changed the color of their coat. It was white. On tip of his tail, it was black. Everywhere else, it was white. It was crossing the road in front of my car, and they're very fast. So it was crossing. So my car did not hit it. Of course, I don't want to hit it. It's a very beautiful animal, right? And it looked at me, and it was crossing the road and looked at me, my car, and then it kept on running to the other side. So it got safe. And it's such a beautiful animal. And the snow covered mountain. There's a sharp contrast between blue sky and white snow covered mountain. It was beautiful. So I took many pictures and uploaded into social media. Maybe I can show you some of the photos. Mm. Yeah, see? Yeah, you cannot see very well, but it was beautiful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just me in the parking lot. Shadow, long shadow. Yeah. So white is a beautiful color, and we should be allowed to say that. Okay. Yeah. And white people, they are beautiful. Caucasians. Okay. Black people are beautiful too, and brown people, they are all beautiful. Okay. But Caucasians, white color, they're all beautiful color. Okay. So now BLM is pushing too far. We understand their advocacy group, so it's not their job to be unbiased. By definition, they are activists. They have a cause on behalf of African American as a group of people, section of people. So their advocacy group in support of that particular group of people, African Americans, BLM. So was her name like Breonna Taylor or something? Was it in Missouri? It was an accident. Okay, so police were being shot behind the doors, so they responded, shooting. I don't think police officers did anything wrong. They were being shot at, so police officers responded by shooting. Unfortunately, the criminal suspect's girlfriend got shot and she passed away. It was an accident. It's sad, but I don't think police officers did anything wrong. They had to respond. They got shot at first, right? So we all said some innocent African American female passed away, but it was an accident. And that's what happens in a war. Civilians, innocent civilians die. There's collateral casualty. It happens in wars. And police officers, that's what they do. That's just like they deal with wars, domestic wars, crimes. So they are casualties. Just because this victim of this domestic war in crime, police crime and criminalism and police officers doing their job, yeah, accidents happen, okay. But just because they are African Americans, what about other races? If Asians, Caucasians, Hispanics, Arabs, Jews pass away during some criminal investigation or arrest, this police gunfire, it doesn't even make a news, does it? Right? So, yeah, we understand. Yeah, BLM is supposed to be advocacy group, so they only advocate for certain group of people, African Americans. We get it, but yeah, that's my criticism. Okay, but we understand though, right? Yeah. Activism is like that. LGBT, pro LGBT activists, they don't support other groups. They only support LGBT people. So that's how activism is, right? So yeah, we understand that, but we have some objections. We take 5 minutes break and we talk about those things. Okay, ideologies, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I guess we can create a whiteboard and do some humanology. Okay, so metaphysical equation. Yeah, which will be integrated to our paper. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let me turn the heater outside. So, ideology. We defined an ideology as a force. Yeah, it's kind of clunky at this stage, but that's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be refined later, right? All we need is just write this paper as far as we know. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's work in progress. And yeah, the study doesn't have to study and stop at one paper, you know? Ooh, look at all this gunk. Time to buy a new eraser, I guess. Hmm, whatever. Ugh. Yeah. Now, so we can come up with an equation, right? Well, first of all, in gravitation, for example, F equal ma. Well, electric force, okay? You what something like epsilon, like well, Q1, Q2 over R squared, something like that, right? And but and then A is equal to epsilon Q1, Q2. This one goes downstairs, right? Over mr squared, right? In physics, this acceleration over charged particle. Okay, that's all this is. This, this particle object has a mass and also it has some electric charge. Q1. Okay, Q2 is the force field. It's another object's electric charge. Okay, so that the secondary object has generates some force field, and let's say you have Q1 is fixed and Q2 is free to move, right? So in that, it will have acceleration of A, and this is the amount. So this guy has this M as a mass. Okay, so now in analogy to this, all right, you have some ideology, big ideology, and it does not move. Why? It's typically some mainstream ideology. Yeah, they do change over time, but very slowly. Okay, it gets bigger sometimes, it gets smaller sometimes, or it just pretty much stay the same sometimes. So the size, the magnitude of ideology is roughly number of people who subscribe to this ideology. For example, we talked about this before. Okay, you have the ideology, say pro-gayism, right? And once Mr. Obama endorsed pro-gayism, then pro-Obamaism as an ideological group that contains a lot of people who supporters Obama, yeah, they join in, they become new members of pro-gayism. This ideological endorsement, right? And then you have Pope Francis and his fans, pro-popism, pro-papalism. Yeah, he endorsed pro-gayism. Then a lot of people who are fans of uh, Pope Francis become newest members of pro-gayism. Not all of them follow him into pro-gayism, though. Okay, so but yeah, so roughly speaking, yeah, the size of the force, how powerful this force is, it has to do with the number of people who subscribe to the ideology. Hmm? So then here, ideological force is equal to just n number of people. Hmm? So well, that's this part actually, ideological force. Okay, but a person has inertia, so A is equal to n over m. So n is the number of people who subscribe to that ideology, external ideology, and m is and that's like roughly n over time. What is m? It's a person's inertia, and it's this person's age or experience. former belief system. Okay, roughly. So yeah, yeah, it's clunky. Yeah, we'll refine this equation. Okay, so but roughly, yeah, yeah. This kind of explains why older people they are more difficult to change because they have a lot of inertia, the decades of experience, and this also explains why older people tend to be more conservative than younger people. Why? Young people they're more changeable and they like changes. Why? Because they are full of energy. Older people like me, we don't have that much energy, not as much as young people. So we rather just instead of learning something new, we rather not learn something new. We don't want to change. We are low energy people. Huh? So we tend to be conservative. We don't like changes. We like the way it is. Okay. So why? Because we are low energy. Okay? That's one way to look at it. Huh? I'm not making fun of old people. I am old. All right. I'm just describing the way it is. Okay. It's very important we do so. We should not be too afraid of offending people. Okay. Uh, because we have to tell the truth. And by telling the truth, some people may get offended. Well, that's the price of pursuing the truth, discovering the truth, and publishing the truth. Some people may get offended, but it's just human feeling. I mean, nobody getting hurt. It's just feeling. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so yeah, so we'll go ahead and write this down. Paper I'm gonna write tomorrow after work. Okay, so let me take a picture of this. Okay, and they'll take 5 minutes break, and we refine this equation because it's not perfect as it stands now. Okay. All right. So, uh, I think uh, you gotta refine this guy, okay? Maybe it's not just n, it should be some n over something, like n over some distance, human analytical distance, memory distance, maybe. And time, we have to rename this. Yeah, it's more like age. We'll call it tau, okay? A person's age, or we cannot use a. I guess we can use alpha then, okay? Person's age, alpha, okay? So, and this guy, mm, we'll say n over r. So this will be mr, and what is r? Is the time memory distance. So, and time is 1 over r. R is equal to 1 over time, right? Why? The longer time two people spend together, or one person and one ideology, one concept spend together, it becomes very small distance. Okay? So, if you do that, it becomes, and we have m, inertia is alpha, inertial time. Okay? Yeah. There we go. Strange equation. Okay, yeah, welcome to humanology. Yeah, we do strange things. Metaphysical equation. So, the change, a person, ideological change in a person, all right, is proportional to number of people who subscribe to that ideology and number of time this person is spending with those people or that ideology. Okay, that's like media time, advertisement time, exposure time, that kind of stuff. Okay, it makes sense. Alpha is this person's inertia, and it has to do with this person's past experience. Okay? And is the time this person spent perhaps not thinking about this issue or thinking against this issue. Good enough. So let me take a picture again. It doesn't have to be perfect. I think it's good enough for now. Yeah. So is it just quantitative then? Many times it is. The spread of ideology is surprisingly quantitative, as if we humans are like objects, shadows. Okay. Look at the propagation of pro-gayism, pro-LGBT ideology. It just spread over time, right? Why now though? Yeah, there's some qualitative part too, and that can be only explained with something like action reaction, maybe pendulum swinging back and forth, action reaction. That we call Newtonian law of motion, action reaction, right? And or dualism, the temporal dualism, didualism, like plus minus, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm ready to write this yet, but yeah, I can start writing tomorrow. Why? Because the seven-tiered hierarchy of the universe, the physical metaphysical universe, is physics and also metaphysics in the seven-tier hierarchy. That part I can write tomorrow, and it also, yeah, ideological ecosystem. because that seven-tier hierarchy represents metaphysical ecosystem. But physical, metaphysical ecosystem, because half of them is physical, the other half metaphysical. So yeah, that's more has to do with biology. Okay, so not much physics. So what am I talking about? Yeah, seven-tier hierarchy. Okay, you have object, plant, animal, human being, and then you have ideologies, and then you have angel, and you have God. Huh? That's that. So positive copion go upward, and negative copion goes downward. What is negative copion? Hunger. Sorry, yeah, you can say. Yeah, we talked about this multiple times before, right? What is positive copion? Yeah, energy, mass, right? Negative copion? Hunger, lack thereof, energy. Lack of energy, lack of mass. So object is you have time, space, energy, and mass. That's objects. Okay. Time, space, mass, energy. That's positive copier. I mean object level. Okay. So it's a strong feeding on the weak, like in nature, right? So yeah, ideology it's people. Ideology is people. Okay, you take advantage of people. Okay, so yeah, we are their food. Okay, so the theme of this paper, yeah, let's not be taken advantage by ideologies. Knowledge is power, right? So yeah, let's understand what ideology is, and let's not get taken over by it. I gotta take check this again. Oh, let's take 5 minutes break, okay? Yeah, yeah. I'm not drinking anything, just water, because my body has too much alcohol already. But I'm still sober though. Just in my guts. Yeah. Okay. So, um, I think we're pretty much done here, right? Yeah. Not yet. Okay. I'm sorry about my hair. Okay. So, it's been a long time since I spread my hair. So, okay, I'm sorry. Also, during the Facebook Live, I was like messing with my hair because it just keep exposing my balding spot like that. Oh boy, it was embarrassing. Alright. So, what more is there? Well, it's more than just spending of time though. Or maybe it is. I don't know. But anti-gaysts, for example. So why did all this exposure in the media, ideological campaign, pro-gayism in the media, movie, books, newspaper, news articles in the online internet, many movies, songs, pro-gayism, right? But not everybody changed though. Why? Because they have strong. Some people have strong inertia of anti-gayism. Maybe they spent a lot of time in their past or presently so with anti-gayism, like Bible, for example. Okay, Bible. Christians. Some Christians are anti-gaysts, not all. Some Christians switched over. Even some Republicans, they are not all anti-gays. No, anti-gayism is spreading inside of Christianity, Christian community, and Republican Party community too. There are some LGBT Republicans, LGBT Christians. Okay, it is spreading still. It's kind of like this molecular diffusion, all right? Or the coronavirus, likewise, it's got molecular diffusion, right? So that's why this COVID-19 alarmism, I'm against that alarmism. It's just natural phenomena. It's diffusion. It's bound to happen. It's just diffusion. And it's just a matter of time. So people tested positive, it does not mean anything. And that's conservative position. Most of conservatives, Republicans, I'm just one of them who think that way. You know? So this COVID-19 alarmism, okay, that's more liberal side, Democratic Party side, okay. So just like climate change alarmism, right? Yeah, yeah, it's just natural course, like climate change alarmism. Yeah, Republican Party people like me, we don't think there's anything to worry about when it comes to COVID-19 spread or climate change. Conservatives, our opinion is that our attitude is such that there's just nothing to worry about. We have to just keep on living as normal. That's conservative point of view, including President Trump, me, among others. Huh? Some Democrats think that way too. Some liberalists. Okay? So it's never monotonous, this monolithic structure, ideology. Yeah, there are exceptions. It's just more about generality, more trend, correlation, like 90%, 10% kind of, right? Yeah. But there's definite correlation between two different ideologies, like liberalism and climate change alarmism. Because some liberalists do not believe in climate change alarmism. Okay? Some Democrats, they don't. They're minority though. Just like in Republican Party, not everybody is pro-life. I'm not the only pro-choicist in the Republican Party. There are some others too. Okay. We are just minority inside of the Republican Party. Okay. Then why am I see myself as a Republican? Because so ideology is a set of rules, right? So you're pro-Republican Party, okay? You have many subset of rules. Let's say you're pro-gunnism and you're pro-personal propertyism. Inside of that, there are many rules, okay? So, and I see myself a Republican because, and then you have Democratic Party, right? Yeah, I'm kind of like this, okay? I agree more with Republican rules than Democratic Party's rules, okay? So that's why I'm more Republican than Democrat. Okay, so that's my ideological subscription. Okay, so we have to write about this in this paper. Okay, yeah, it will be busy next few weeks. So it's good that I took a break. And this Wednesday is just like the day after tomorrow. Have to be Veterans Day, I guess. Great. Yeah, I'm a veteran, so I probably get a day off. Is it federal holiday? It is federal holiday. Great. Huh, good. Good. So yeah, this past time spent inertia, okay, and this time is the exposure to the new. We better call it tau, okay. So this is past time anti, okay, and this t is the time spent with the in the exposure of this brand new ideology. They're all past, okay. Future doesn't exist yet, all right. Yeah. So inertia is the past time spent being anti to this ideology, and this T plus is the time spent on the pro of this ideology, like pro-gayism, anti-gayism, and this anti-gayistic inertia, all right, that like past or pro-gayist inertia, I mean pro-gayist exposure. Yeah. Okay. We're still defining this thingy. Uh, I think inertia m, it should be this n minus and tau minus, okay? And this n should be n plus. That makes more sense. Yeah. Because anti-gayism, there's some minority, but still some population there, right? And it does have some impact. Okay, so we'll take 5 minutes break and we'll make another example, like Einsteinism, Einsteinian relativism. Okay, there are very few people who are against Einsteinian relativism. Okay, I'm just one of a few people. Okay, and so how am I be able to maintain anti-Einsteinian relativism when there are so few people and the time I spent with this alternative theory to Einsteinian relativity? Yeah, I did spend a lot of time, but did I spend more time thinking about learning this pro-Einsteinism? So maybe there's some more to it when it comes to inertia. All right, so yeah, maybe we are missing a variable or factor. Okay, so we'll think about that. Okay, let me take a picture of this and we'll take 5 minutes. Uh, okay. I guess I can drink a little bit, and let's get rid of this. Okay, we are done with this. We did enough. Metaphysics, mathematical metaphysics. We did enough for today. This episode, okay, so for today, right? So the love this bear documentaries, okay? So filmed in Russia or Alaska, okay? They're all good, okay? They're like funny. Alaskan documentaries were made by Americans, National Geographic, alright? The documentaries I watch. Wild Russia, right? And some Grizzly in Alaska, that documentary series is made by British BBC. Okay? Yeah. And so it's beautiful and very yummy when Alaskan bears or Russian bears catch salmon and eat them, the eggs. It's just beautiful sight to watch. But from the point of view of salmon, that's horrible, right? From the viewpoint of salmons, bears are killing them and we humans, we are enjoying the view. That's horrible in the eyes of salmons, right? Maybe that's how it is with ideologies. Ideologies, they're higher than us. And they eat us. They take advantage of us and everything below, right? Yeah, people are being taken advantage and eaten by ideologies, right? And maybe higher being like God, angels in heaven, maybe they are enjoying the view. Just like we enjoy Alaskan bears eating salmon. We enjoy the documentaries. Right? Maybe same thing is happening on higher level. Maybe that's why God allows ideologies eat people to enjoy the view. This analogy. Okay. Yeah, I will write about that. I already wrote down the notes in my cell phone. So yeah, what else? I don't know. We got job done for today, so I guess time to relax a little bit. Maybe I can drink red wine, but the thing with red wine is this: it contains too much sugar, and I brushed my teeth already. So if I drink red wine, it irritates my gum later on, like sugar, right? So I can drink beer, but I'd rather just drink vodka. Let's see how I feel about that. Sure, sure. Because when I was in Kenai, I was drinking straight vodka and straight whiskey. Whiskey, I was drink straight, okay, but vodka, I typically put in the like some berries and whatnot, right? Yeah, it's a lot better. Straight vodka is way too strong, right? Yeah. And these are Alaskan berries, wild berries, so very low in sugar. So yeah, yeah, it was nice vacation. Typically, what I do, yeah, the Facebook Live, humanology extension, right? Drinking whiskey and vodka, and then after that, just watch television, eating food that I bought from Walmart, microwavable, and watch television. That's it. And I take a nap, sleep, wake up, then go to a beach, run, buy more food from Walmart, come back, another humanology extension in Facebook Live, at the same time drink whiskey and vodka, After that's done, yeah, eat, watch cable TV in the hotel room. That's what I do. Yeah. So that's my vacation. So what do you mean by ideology eats people? Well, like so many people die in the protest, property damage, or even in Christianity. So ideology, there are two kinds of maybe three kinds of ideologies out there: religion, politics, and activism. Right? Those are three kinds of ideologies. Also, business or science. Yeah, ideology include it's very inclusive. It includes everything, pretty much all the human activity. Okay, I should write about that. Social media. Give me 1 second, okay? Yeah, social media is good because it gives me my vocal rest. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, so ideology take advantage of people like I should write the note, huh? All human activity is ideology. Okay, I forgot about that. Good enough. Okay. Yeah. So that ideology is a generalized concept, very comprehensive. Uh, we are working for something, right? We are working for a company. Like, let's say if I'm working for McDonald's, McDonald's Corporation, we can think of it as an ideology, right? We're working for it, right? Some people are anti McDonald's. They don't like McDonald's. They think McDonald's as a corporation is too big, too powerful, too rich. Some people are against McDonald's because they think it's unhealthy, right? Yeah. So pro McDonald's, anti McDonald's. Okay. That's just one example. And religion, of course, some people are pro Christianity, anti Christianity, right? So, but that's more like common sense, right? Yeah. Some people are also anti religion, period, right? Secular people. Some people are anti politics. Some people don't vote. They're against politics. Okay. They don't believe in politics, or they are not interested in politics, at least, right? Yeah. How about survivalism, life? Some people don't want to live, so they commit suicide. So not everybody want to live, right? Yeah. So pro survivalism, anti survivalism, right? Some people don't want to work. They rather beg. Homeless people. They rather depend on somebody else's money. So not everybody want to work. Actually, how many people want to work, right? But most of us learn from our parents, and most of our parents worked, so we kind of inherited that kind of attitude, habit, lifestyle of working, so that we don't rely on somebody else's labor, right? For fairness' sake, we don't want to steal, we don't want to beg, so we work, right? But not everybody is like that. Some people do not want to work, and they don't. Homeless people, okay, yeah, yeah. What else? Can we talk about something else other than metaphysics? Maybe I don't know. Politics? Yeah, at first I was concerned and disappointed when VP Biden got elected. It was very difficult news to swallow, right, for conservatives. And I mean, I was concerned too. And but I heard some speeches by Mr. Biden. He said, "Please wear a mask." So I implore you. So it sounds like he's not going to mandate it. Okay, good. That's to me. That's the number one thing. All the other things, it doesn't really affect me personally. Okay, he will not build a border wall. Well, it doesn't really affect me directly. Southern border wall. because I'm too far away from it. I'm in Alaska, so whether there's southern border war between Texas and Mexico, it does not affect me directly. Okay, so because I'm in Alaska, I'm not in Texas, all right? But when it comes to mask wearing, pro-maskism, uh, if it's federal mandate, which is very unconstitutional, unless it's overturned by Supreme Court, the potential uh, president elect Biden's future president's executive order, national mandate of mask wearing, unless it gets sued and overturned by Supreme Court, then I have to obey it. No, I'm not going to run away from civilization and hide in and become Bundak Saints because I'm not going to last very long. My survival skill is not that good. So I think even if I have to wear a mask when I'm running outside, which is ridiculous, but VP Biden, he's kind of ridiculous kind of guy. I get his idea. I had to wear it then. Why? Because it's better than freezing to death in Alaska wilderness in winter. Because that's going to be more painful. I'm not going to last very long if I go out there. Okay, Alaska winter. Yeah, I wear a mask when I'm running. If that's the national mandate, if that's the rule, which is very unconstitutional. But the thing is this: in the human world, even in America in 2020, uh, justice doesn't always happen. All right, it's about ideologies, force field. What ideology is most dominant of the day? So this blindfolded lady justice, that's only ideal. All right, even in America in 2010, year 2020. Yeah, there are a lot of trials that's in favor of BLM movement. A lot of Caucasian males, including police officers or property owners who defended their property, and some African American dies when these white people were protecting their lives and limbs and property in the doing their self-defense, defense of property, or police officers doing their jobs. If African American die in the event of this police arrest or defense of oneself or one's property, if African American die in that process, then these white people do not get any justice in court of law. Why? Because BLM is a dominant ideology. So basically, what BLM boils down to is you cannot kill black people, even if this black person is committing crime. That's BLM, what it has become. Okay. I'm just stating the facts, right? That's what BLM has evolved into. In November year 2020, BLM's rule is this: you cannot kill black person even if this black person is committing a crime. You cannot kill black person. Period. That's what BLM has become. So there are a lot of trials where Caucasian police officers or Caucasian property owners, in defense of themselves and others and their properties, a black person ended up dying. They don't get, then these white people don't get fair trial nowadays. I read it in some articles. Okay, so I'm not making this up. Uh, so that's the one of the many objections I have against today's BLM. Okay, so we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, maybe 10 minutes. I some vocal rest. Seriously. So, but We take 5 minutes. So, do you mind me continuing to talk about ideologies? I'm sorry. But I'm writing this paper, and this is place where we can brainstorm, right? So, yeah, please bear with me, okay? So, let me talk about something else, okay? Yeah, I promise, I promise. So, so Homo sapiens is social animals, social species, right? Some animals are solitary, like Alaskan male moose or male bears. They are mostly solitary animals, okay? Uh, But some animals are social animals. Herd, there's form herdism, right? Some predators like lions, they're highly social, right? Right? Or wolves, oh, highly social, right? But fox, they tend to be solitary, unless they are mating, they are raising these cubs together. Then yeah, but other than that, they're mostly solitary. When you see a fox, you get to see one fox, right? Typically, and but Homo sapiens, we are social animals, okay, as a animal species. So and like we said over there, okay, let's talk about majority and minority. Okay, so majority is more powerful by the number than minority group. So when somebody is minority, they get picked on, bullied upon, persecuted. Right? Yeah. So that's what activism is about. They want to be bigger. They want to grow bigger in number, in ideological subscribers. Okay, so that they become mainstream, majoritarian, big, powerful group. Right? Why? Because it's human nature to be social, and they want to be in a more powerful position. They want to belong to my majoritarian group, mainstream, so that they don't get picked on, so that they don't get bullied upon. Right? Yeah. So yeah, people feel secure when they belong to some big group of people because people are social animals. Right? Let me write that down. This is kind of important. Right? It's like sociology basically. Ideological group. Yeah. But at the same time, like pro-gayism, for example, okay, it used to be very minority, okay. Then activists they pushed very hard to make it majority, and they did achieve that goal. So sure, congratulations, they succeeded. They got what they wanted, majoritarian status, pro-gayism, all right. So I don't agree with their ideology, but as fellow Americans, yeah, I can say congratulations. So I think that's one of the reasons VP Biden got elected this time because President Trump is such a divisive figure, and maybe people, when they look at VP Biden, he's kind of grandfatherly, nice guy, more unifying figure. Okay, I guess that's one of the reasons they voted for him. Oh well, it's over now. So yeah, I also President Trump is suing people to reverse the election. Yeah, let's talk about politics, okay? Yeah, we'll switch the topic then, okay? So, President Trump and his people, their theory is this Ukrainian oil company hired Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's son, and with a big salary, like board of director member, big salary, like $50,000 a year. I mean, $50,000 a month. So 500, half $1 million per year, right? Yeah, they say it's quid pro quo so that then Senator Biden would push for this $400 million foreign aid from American taxpayers' money going to Ukraine to build up military against Russia, Ukrainian government. Okay, so quid pro quo. Yeah, Ukrainian government give big money to Hunter Biden, and Joe Biden, his father, write this bill or help it pass so that $400 of American taxpayer money go to Ukrainian government so that it build up military against Russia. So that's the theory. Okay. Another theory. Yeah, FISA warrant by President Barack Obama eavesdropping President Trump's tower campaign headquarters back in 2016. That is equivalent to Watergate by President Nixon. So President Obama should have been impeached for that, just like President Nixon was impeached, doing the exact same thing. And President Obama, what he did is even worse. He did so in the name of the law, FISA warrant, FISA court, right? But impeachment didn't happen. Why? Because President Obama was hugely popular in 2016, unlike President Nixon. He wasn't that popular. That's why he got impeached. Okay. So yeah, justice doesn't always happen, not even in America. Okay. It's about ideological force. Alright. So even in court of law in America, okay. That's the reality. Okay. Maybe I write that. Yeah. So why does justice doesn't always happen? Because today's BLM, for example, uh, first of all, there are a lot of people subscribing to BLM, so people are very hesitant to say any criticism against BLM. Why? Then they become a. If I say something negative about BLM, I become a target of criticism from all the people who subscribe to BLM, and there's a lot of people. Okay, so by the sheer number, okay, going against majoritarian ideology, uh, it's very not always dangerous, but not many people are willing to do so. Why? Because I mean they may get criticized in online social media, and they may get bullied in verbally in social media, for example, and they may some people even lose their jobs over saying something against BLM activism. All right, some people lose their jobs over making jokes about BLM, hmm? Because it's such a dominant ideology supported by so many different people. Okay, so Supreme Court justices, they are humans too. I mean, they have their houses. Okay, so they may be afraid of criticisms, even blackmailing, threats, sometimes even death threats. So Supreme Court justice, they have their family members, they have their residence, right? They commute, right? So they don't like going against majoritarian ideologies because they're people too, right? Yeah, judges, they're peoples too. So we understand. We don't criticize them. Okay, yeah, we want their safety. So, but yeah, there's human condition. We want to survive. So when it comes to gigantic ideologies out there. Yeah, people want to survive, so they don't want to challenge big, humongous ideology with a lot of subscribers, right? Because we want to live, we want to survive, right? So that means we are afraid of mobs. Not necessarily mobs, because most BLM activists, they are peaceful ones, mostly. Some of them may be violent, okay? But mostly they are BLM activists, they are peaceful, okay? Yeah, there are exceptions, of course, but mostly they are peaceful. So yeah, even if they are peaceful BLM activists, still they can criticize this judge or this person in social media and demand firing of this person. That has happened many times by BLM activists or LGBT activists. It has happened. We read in the news, right? So that's ideology. Okay, so the goal of this paper is that I'm sorry, we keep coming back to the paper. Okay, because it's in my mind. Okay, it's kind of I'm kind of preoccupied about this paper. Basically, doing my job, right? I came back from vacation, right? So I guess I'm kind of in the working mode again. Well, when I was in vacation, when I was doing humanology extension Facebook Live, yeah, I was talking about ideologies and stuff. So I guess in a sense, I was still working, yeah, in the vacation. She's fine. Yeah, it's not my job. I don't make money off of this writing papers. It's my hobby. It's pro bono project. It's something I really enjoy doing. So it's a hobby. So yeah. All right, let's take like 5 to 10 minutes break. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 So during our cigarette break, I kind of remembered this term, fairly new term, I guess, in sociology. Intersectionality. Okay, yeah. I heard this term from my friends and also from radio talk show hosts. I'm sorry about my balding spot exposure. Okay, but it's because it's been a while since I spread my hair. So yeah, we'll talk about inverse intersectionality. Okay, why is it inverse intersectionality? Yeah, it has to do with the inertia of ideological group. Ideology group is you have ideology and then you have people who subscribe to the ideology. Okay, don't worry, I'm not gaining too much weight. Okay, yeah, but unless I'm sucking it in, it kind of bulges out. Okay, well, that's to be expected due to this gravitational and long folded GI tract inside my belly. So they bulge out. That's natural. So intersectionality is saying, yeah, back in the days, if you're a woman, so there's gender discrimination. And if you're African American, so there's racial discrimination. So intersection like Venn diagram, so you are being doubly discriminated. Very insightful concept. Okay, yeah, I guess it was so back in the days, but nowadays it's inverse intersectionality where, and we don't quite describe it in terms of set theory in this paper. We because it's nice model, but a better mathematical model would be vector force field vector addition. That's better mathematical tool to analyze this intersectionality. Okay, so yeah, we talk about that in this paper. Okay, but we inverse intersectionality. Look at Senator Kamala Harris. She got VP nomination mostly because she's female and she's African American. Okay? Not exactly African American. She got some Caucasian gene in her. She's Jamaican, Hispanic. Okay, so Hispanic, there's typically there's some natives. So Hispanics, they are like they have three kinds of genes in them: Asian, Caucasian, and African. That's Hispanics. Okay. So Senator Kamala Harris, she probably has some Caucasian gene, African gene, Asian gene, also Indian gene. Yeah, that's for sure, right? Yeah, her ancestors, some of her ancestors from India, South Asia, right? Yeah, yeah, but I like her. Okay, she's very likable. I like the way she talks, and she's a very beautiful lady and very sociable. I think it's a good pick. I do think so. I think it's a very good pick, to be honest with you. And I kind of like her actually. Okay. Yeah. Ideologically, yeah, she's Democrat, so I don't agree with her ideological subscriptions, but I like her as a person. I think she's cool. Okay. I liked her performance during the VP debate, right? So, yeah, she got that ideological double boost being ethnic and being female. So that's inverse intersectionality. Okay. And we in this paper in humanology we describe we don't use set theory for that. What we use is vector summation. Two vectors, two forces, like you have gravitational force and magnetic force. If this object is a magnet and it has a mass, then yeah, vector summation. Hmm? Yeah. That's better methodology, better mathematics tool to describe this social phenomenon. But well, sociologists, I mean, they didn't major in mathematics, did they? Okay, so maybe they don't know too much about physics and mathematics. Maybe that's why they chose set theory, Venn diagram. which is not so bad. Okay, not so bad. So who came up with this idea? Yeah, I did hear this from my friends. It came from feminism. Well, yeah, that's smart. African American female professor in UCLA, law school professor, because she used to be a lawyer. Okay, okay, well, that's smart. Yeah, yeah. She went to Harvard. Okay, cool. Beautiful lady too. Yeah, very smart, very beautiful. Great, very smart. Sure. Yeah, enough with that. So, because I'm familiar with this term. Okay, so okay, we'll talk about it. Okay, in the paper. No problem. Let me change to Hawaiian t-shirt. This too hot. This t-shirt. It's getting warm. Okay. Anything else? I don't think there is anything else. Yeah. Well, yeah, there's more to it, right? When you think about like pro-Einsteinism, anti-Einsteinism, we are talking about relativity theory. Okay. Well, the reason I'm anti-Einsteinian relativist is that I thought about it and I realized it's wrong. Einstein relativism is wrong, right? So it's not just matter of this quantitative time spent. No, there's some more to it. There's some logic, rationality, rational analysis. The reason I'm anti-gayist is because I conducted some rational analysis. I wrote a paper about that. The law of anti-gayism. It's out there. Okay, it's been out there for by now more than 5 years, like 5, 6 years. Okay, I wrote that when I was in law school during the summer break. Okay, it's like almost 100 pages. It's dissertation length. Okay, it's a serious paper. Okay, so by this rational, logical analysis, I came to a conclusion that gayism is a harmful ideology. Well, it's not a matter of diversity because it's not gayism is not value neutral. There's some harm in there. Okay, yeah, BLM. Yeah, there's some harm in there too. BLMism. Today's BLMism. Why? Well, they have good point though. They are not exactly like gayism or some other ideologies like climate change alarmism or climate change alarmism. I don't see any merit whatsoever. Gayism, I don't see any merit in it. Right? It's kind of like satanic ideologies. There's just no good in it. Okay. How about tattoo piercism? Yeah, I don't see any merit in it. I'm sorry. Okay. And but BLMism, there is some merit in it. Okay. Yeah. The solution, yeah, technological invention of bullets. That's not lethal. It's electric bullet. You will not kill the person, but you will just shock this person and disable that person for a couple of minutes. Electric bullet. Okay. So technological invention is a solution to this problem. The people dying during arrest and stuff. Yeah. So non-lethal electric bullet. That's the solution. Okay. So companies like Tesla, they should invest on that. Why? Because there's something worthwhile. It will save human lives. So yeah, BLM did bring up this important question. How can we stop people dying during the police arrest or self-defense? Okay, they asked good questions, but they didn't answer it right. Right. So there's some merit in BLMism. Okay. So yeah, it's technology solution. Tesla, what they are doing, yes, Mr. Elon Musk, he's talking about building a colony in Mars. He's like rocket man of America, right? Yeah. What about electric cars? Electric cars, I don't see any merit in it. Why? Because there's less fuel efficient. It does not decrease carbon footprint. It increases carbon footprint. All right. So that is very self-contradictory thing. Electric car, electric whatever is less fuel efficient and it's wasteful of energy. Okay, it's less energy efficient. Electric cars. Okay, so many CEOs, big companies like Ford, Toyota, Honda, General Motors, they heavily invest on electric cars, right? Because that's the main dominant ideology. But scientifically, it's less energy efficient because there's one more step, actually two more, three more steps of energy conversion, energy transfer, okay, from fossil fuel energy to electric energy. And a lot of energy get lost during that, lost in translation, okay, during the energy conversion from one form to another form. There are a lot of energy loss. That's the thermodynamics first law or second, third thermodynamics law, okay, so. But what do they know, these business CEOs? They didn't study science. What did they study? Business, I guess. So they don't understand science. Okay. Uh, they don't know what they are doing. They're just going along the majoritarian ideology, which is extremely, extremely ignorant. It's climate change alarmism. Very unscientific and very ignorant. Okay. Climate change alarmism, I see zero merit in it. All right. So yeah, it is satanic ideology. There's no good in it. All right. So dumb. We'll take 5 minutes break, okay? So we're having too much fun, man. We're having way too much fun. Good to be home. Home sweet home. Maybe this short pants is too cold. Maybe I should change to long pants. All right. I'm sorry, but we have to bring back this whiteboard. Why? Because we gotta complete this equation. It's not complete yet, but it's getting better. Okay, so uh, it's metaphysical equation, so it doesn't have to be exactly the same as physics equation. It's analogy, and analogy has its limit. It's not exactly the same. It's similar, right? So we're gonna have to modify this as a is equal to n plus t plus minus n minus, we just call it t minus, okay? And plus k, and k is the knowledge factor, all right? Because in my mind, I kind of proved metaphysically, or if not mathematically, metaphysically proved that gayism is wrong and climate change is wrong. So it's knowledge, form knowledge. So, and this knowledge factor overcomes everything else. It has nothing to do with how many people are subscribed to pro climate change alarmism or anti climate change alarmism, or how much spend are exposed to this pro climate change alarmism ideological advertisement, or how much time I spent studying anti climate change alarmism. It doesn't matter. Knowledge factor is, I know, I've kind of mathematically, physically proved that climate change is alarmism is wrong ideology because it's false, scientifically, logically, rationally. Okay, so it overcomes everything else. Okay, so yeah, this is better equation. Okay, so now I need to take a picture of this. Then we get rid of this whiteboard again, and Maybe I sing a song, okay? Yeah, we're keeping ourselves busy. Did I tell you some stories, okay? Maybe sing a song. Let me some whiskey. So I was in Kenai for 3 days. So I left on Friday and spent Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. And today's Monday evening. Okay. So Monday morning, yeah, I started to drive back here in the valley. Okay. And so Friday, I bought this whiskey. I'm sorry. Forget about that logo, okay? I'm not advertising. And it's like this. So that's how much I drank in my vacation. Drinking like a whale. Alaskan whale. Man. But now that I'm home and it's been a while since I drank whiskey, just like last night. So yeah, I'm good. My body is detoxed. So so what was I mentioning this vacation trip? Uh Not much. I mean, just me relaxing, doing nothing mostly, watching TV. So were there some interesting television I watched? Yeah, some crime documentaries, right? Documentaries about some crimes that happened in America. Yeah, I can tell you about that, right? Uh, I'll read or not. All right. Crime documentary in cable TV. Yeah, it's kind of escapism, right? It makes us forget about everything because it's so shocking. Yeah, it was about wife going after husband's life insurance. It's a very constant theme, right? Life insurance was always bad. No, life insurance is, I think it's a good idea. Of course, I don't want to have life insurance, but I don't think it's such a bad idea to have life insurance, okay? So, but it has happened many times in America. Husband or wife killing their murdering their spouse for life insurance money. So it was about that, okay? So I'd rather not talk about it. Okay? Yeah. I don't want to talk about crimes. But it's escapism. That's why we watch those shows, right? Yeah. Yeah. So we talked about Alaskan bear eating salmon. In salmon's perspective, it's horrible, and it's even worse in salmon's perspective that we human beings enjoy watching bears eating salmon, right? But at the same time, we humans, as escapism, we watch those documentaries, crime documentaries, okay? Or we read history books about World War II, French Revolution, or whatever war back in history that happened like thousands of years ago. Or we read novels, watch movies about people killing each other as an entertainment. It's horrible, isn't it? If you think about it. Yeah, I'm just stating the facts. because we are alive, right? And those people, they died in the past. It's sad, but at the same time, we watch those movies, we read those books, history books, we watch those documentaries. Why? Escapism, or maybe we are feeling lucky because we are alive and they are dead. I'm sorry being blunt, okay, but welcome to humanology, okay? Anything goes here. We don't really filter ourselves very much here, okay? Uh, no matter how, it's like ex-VP Al Gore said, yeah, inconvenient truth, right? Truth isn't always pretty. Sometimes it's ugly, right? But we have to talk about it. Why? Because it's the truth. Because we pursue, we seek the truth. Right? Yeah. So doing the Facebook Live, okay, yeah. I mean, only a handful of my friends in social media watch that Facebook Live, okay. How many? Like five. Sometimes, over time, if this live Facebook video been posted for weeks, even like sometimes a dozen or two dozens, 23. I'm very grateful. Yeah. Wow, how many people are watching? Oh, thank you. And I conducted this experiment, Facebook Live, okay. Yeah, just say two mirror parallel together, then photons bounce back and forth between two mirrors ad infinitum to infinity, right? The same principle. So it's Facebook Live in the laptop, and I have another computer, my cell phone, Facebook Live. So two cameras putting together, photons bounce to ad infinitum to infinity, just like two mirrors. That was cool. Okay, there's some time delay. So if I say, yeah, there's time delay and this in the small screen, there's time delay like 5 seconds later. In smaller screen, time delay 5 seconds later. It was hilarious. Okay, I did that like twice in this vacation. Okay, that was interesting. Physics experiment. Mhm. It's low budget production, right? Me in my hotel room. Huh? Yeah. But because we are enriched with knowledge, we can do some cool stuff, right? It's not about money. No, it's more about knowledge. Yeah. That was cool. Yeah. Yeah. Let's take 5 minutes break, okay? And this software, Microsoft, this camera software still does only 3 hours. No problem, okay? We can make a next episode because night is young. What time is it? Like 7, 8? Oh, it's 9. Okay. Well, night is too young. So I took a nap. Okay. So, but of course, I have to get back to work tomorrow. So, all right, we'll take 5 minutes break. So, all right. Yeah, I'm very grateful to everybody watching, spending time with me. Okay. So thank you. Okay, kind and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. So when I did the Facebook Live or this vacation in Kenai, the hotel room, yeah, some couple of friends watched along, and then they gave me some live feedback, and that was cool. Okay, so uh, yeah, so I did respond to my friends. Okay, so that was very interesting. Okay, so but it's kind of low budget production, so it's not like radio talk show when we get phone calls and interviews. It's not like that, right? So maybe one day, okay? Yeah. I mean, it can be done. I mean, my friends, yeah, I can give them my cell phone numbers. So Facebook or any social media friends, some of them our long lost friends getting back together, right? After all these years, or some of them we met online on the social media that we never met before, right? Yeah. So yeah, if I give them my cell phone number, if I know them, right? Then yeah, put in a speakerphone and then there is some time delay, of course, but it can be done. Yeah, yeah. But nowadays it's more low key because I'm not very famous person. It's more like me, my friends, right? Yeah. So, but later in the future, if I become more famous, I guess they can be done. So when I was driving from Kenai to Valley, like 5 hours drive, did tunnel again arm. It's like a bay kind of sound. Okay, this tunnel again arm. Uh, they said they have some beluga whales there. Okay, so high tide, low tide is this mud flats, right? This tunnel again arm. And I was driving. It's beautiful scenery, and I saw this green fog over Anchorage. Okay, so and it was getting very warm. It was like 33 degrees Fahrenheit. So when I was in Kenai, it started snow, then it started to rain, and all snows were melting. It was quite warm, which is nice. Like 33 degrees, okay, Fahrenheit. So I was driving from Kenai to Valley, so I passed by Anchorage, and over Anchorage, I saw this green fog. So I was like, is it like algae bloom, some photosynthetic microorganism? It was green, okay. So I looked it up, and there's this movie called Green Fog. No, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for natural phenomena. So, they don't have any entry for that. So it was kind of cool. Okay. No, it's not chemical spill. No, no. It's some natural phenomena. So it was green fog. That was very interesting. And I couldn't find any web page explaining this natural phenomenon. Whatever. So I passed by Anchorage. Yeah, air quality was totally cool. Okay, so there's no chemical spill. It must be some kind of natural phenomenon, maybe optical phenomenon, if not biological phenomenon. But yeah, there was some green fog, this air layer over Anchorage. Okay, so okay, maybe optical phenomenon. I don't know. And so I typed in green fog natural phenomenon, and I didn't see any entry, website entry for that. But yeah, in Alaska we have this sunbeam, light beam. I only have seen in pictures. Sun dog, yeah, just hello, right? You have seen that, and just this white rainbow. I've seen that too in Alaska. Rainbow in the mist is like white rainbow. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, kind of gray, light gray rainbow. Yeah, those phenomena. Yeah, I have seen in Alaska. But green fog is first time I've seen, and I didn't see any entry for that. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. What else? Yeah, my kind and generous friends. Okay, yeah. I send them the this academic research paper I write, and they give me very kind and generous feedbacks. Okay, it really helps me. Okay. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, and you being here with me, greatly appreciate it. Okay, absolutely, really helps me. Okay, yeah, but you don't have to be here. Okay, I mean, what I'm saying is, I appreciate your time with me, but just I don't want to waste your time. Okay, so all right, yeah. So it's up to you. Okay. What I'm saying is, yeah, please do not feel obligated to be here. Why? Because whether people watch this humanology episode or not, I will still doing this. Okay, why? Because I need this as a place to brainstorm. Okay? Yeah, for the academic research papers, I'm gonna be writing. Okay. Mhm. So I cherish this friendship from all different races: African Americans, Africans, Islam, Middle Easterns, Jews, Caucasians, Asians, Indians. Okay, many friends, all different countries. Okay, natives. Okay, yeah, I need all of them. I need their approval. To me, it's that very, very, very important. All different races. I need friendships from all different races. To me, that's very important. Why? Because I love all different races. I'm sorry about this balding hair cover up. Oh my goodness, look at me. That's why I don't have haircut, okay? Because if I have haircut, I got nothing left to work with to hide my balding spot. Mm. But if I have long hair, all I need to spray it so that it stay there. But spray they wear out after a couple of days, okay? So last time I sprayed my hair, it was like 4 days ago, 3 days ago. Sunday, Saturday, Friday, yeah, 3 days ago. Yeah, hair is great prop, craft. Material prop, right? We take 5 minutes break, okay, and then maybe I'll tell you some Los Angeles experience as startup actor. Okay. Yeah, story time. I don't quite feel like singing, okay, so all right, we'll take 5 minutes break. Oh, oh. Okay. So when I was driving back here from Kenai today, earlier today, this morning, yeah, I've listened to political AM amplitude modulation AM channel. Yeah, conservative political radio talk shows, right? Yeah, they talk about Parler.com. It's a alternative conservative social media, I guess, so that they don't get censored. Alternative to Twitter and Facebook. Okay, Twitter I don't use it very often. Okay, I rarely use it, but Facebook, yes. YouTube, Google YouTube, yes. Yeah, Facebook, Google YouTube, I think they're doing fine, in my opinion. Okay, Facebook gave me no warning, no whatsoever. Okay, some friends of conservative friends of mine got some warnings. Okay, so I did hear that, but so far, yeah, conservative. Me, I'm kind of moderate conservative. So Facebook didn't give me any warning so far. Okay, but Google YouTube did. No problem. There were reasonable warning. All right. Yeah, my mouse was dirty. All right, I misbehaved, making all this humanology series. Okay, so they corrected me, and it was good correction. Okay, so since then, yeah, I didn't get any warnings from Google YouTube. Okay, so yeah, I think that is reasonable. Okay, so yeah, they're based in what San Jose, San Francisco, the Silicon Valley. Okay, well, Facebook is this in Seattle? I know Microsoft is based in Seattle, but Facebook, where are they? Probably in Silicon Valley, right? Amazon, yeah, that's in Seattle, right? Headquarter. Microsoft is in Seattle, Washington. Facebook, I think is in Silicon Valley. Yeah, but San Francisco people, yeah, the Northern California, they tend to be more liberal than conservative. But hey, liberalists, they are Americans too, Democrats. Okay, that's half of America. Okay, so yeah, I respect them because half of my friends are liberalists. About okay, so no problem. So yeah, ideological differences, it doesn't matter. Okay, if husband and wife or friends, parents, children, they have different ideological point of view. It doesn't matter. Okay? We're still friends. We're still family members. Whatnot, right? No problem. Uh, what time is it? 9 o'clock. Okay. I'm gonna sing you a song, maybe some Christmas song. Not December yet, but two songs, and then we wrap up for today. Okay. I like this Stacy Kent version, Christmas songs. Da 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 da. Da. I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Well, this Michael Bublé version. Yeah, well, Michael Bublé, he's cool. I like him. Okay, so but Stacy Kent, that's the version I want. Oh yeah. Okay, so Miss Stacy Kent, I guess she remade Barbara Streisand version. Okay. Okay. I'm dreaming tonight of a place of love, even then more than I usually do. And although I know it's long road back, I promise you I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents roll around the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. And then, next one, Stage Kent. It's a Christmas medley, okay? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the earth, well, yeah, not this Kent version. Okay, it's Frank Sinatra version. We have like 3 minutes left. I gotta hurry up. We stop and restart, okay? Because we'll have some more fun, okay? So we're not gonna limit ourselves to 3 hours, okay? So